Hey, Millie, you want to show off your new haircut for everybody? Oh, you got your fur all trimmed there. Huh? Yes, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. We got to work on some videos today, Willie. You gonna help me with that? Good boy. Hello, YouTube. Dave here again, and today I am really happy to be doing a video showing off the Dragonbane Monsters Stanndee set. For a couple of different reasons. Number one, I love the Dragonbane role-playing game. It is very quickly becoming one of my favorite games that I have in my collection. Free League is a fantastic company. The quality of the stuff that they put out is really, really high. And they're quickly becoming one of my favorite game publishing companies. But another thing that I'm kind of excited to be doing this video for is I'm not going to say that I'm the first one, but I've been doing searches on YouTube trying to find videos of people that have the Stanndee set, and just nothing was coming up. Now, admittedly, I didn't do like a really heavy search for it. I didn't get into like keywords or phrases or like really deep into like the search algorithm or any of that stuff. But I did do a search for Dragonbane Monster Stanndee set, and the only things that were coming up were like the Bestiary book review, or just like Dragonbane general videos. So I don't think there's a ton of videos out there going over this particular product. So I'm happy to be, I'm not going to say I'm the first, but among the earlier people, I guess, to put this video out, at least at the time that I'm recording it. It's been a few weeks since I did the search for it. Like when I actually made the order is when I was searching for it and just couldn't find anything. But anyway, I've been running Dragonbane. I've had a couple of games of it already. And yeah, it's going to be really cool to have this available for my games as well. So on here it reads, from cat people to chimeras, fairies to frog people, hippogriffs to hydras, and many more. This set contains no less than 64 beautifully illustrated cardboard standees of fantastic creatures from the Dragonbane Bestiary. Bases for these standees are sold separately, but also included in the Dragonbane core set. I've also got a ton of bases from my pawn sets for Pathfinder and Starfinder, so I'm really not worried about buying sets of the bases, but you can get, I think it's a set of like 10 standees for like 2 something US. So who knows, maybe I'll do an order for that at some point, but the shipping would like far outweigh what I'd be getting. So I might wait until I like order something else from them. Dragonbane is a classic fantasy tabletop role-playing game full of magic, mystery, and adventure. It is designed from the ground up to facilitate fast and furious play with very little prep time and adventures that are a breeze to run. And so far, I gotta say, they're definitely right about that. It's not that difficult to just open up the box set and be able to run stuff with very minimal prepping. The main things that I do as a prep for my Dragonbane games are simply to run events during like travel sequences. And when they got to the town of Outskirt, there are like the adventure cards, like the rumors that lead them to different sites trying to find this piece of the Dragon Emperor statue. And I just shuffled and dealt out the 3 cards ahead of time to see which ones were available, and then do like the events that could occur while traveling to any of those locations. That said, though, like truthfully, I really don't need to do that in the middle, like as a prep. I also did some just on the fly. It's a really fun, easy running game, easy playing game, really fun game to pick up and understand. And excuse me, I'm choking on nothing here. It looks like we also have a map included. I don't know if this is the same one from the box set or not, but we'll take a look at that as well. Now, being the genius that I am, with this cellophane wrapped product here, I would try to make sure that I had a cutting implement handy, but I didn't today. However, thankfully, it opens up really easy for me. So right along the seam there, pull that off, satisfying as the kids would say. And yeah, let's see what we've got. So we've got just our sheet here used for the barcode for stores. This will be going in my box set. And oh boy, we got some stuff here. So let's take a look at this map actually, because this, oh wow, okay. This map, how does it not say that on the thing? That is crazy. This map, you can use dry erase markers on. It's actually got a glossy finish on it. And it is different than what was in the box set. So we have more of, I don't know if this would be like a tundra type of environment here, but at least a rocky one. And then we've got sort of a more traditional, like grassy location on the other side here with some rocks and stuff. But yeah, this is actually a glossy map that you'd be able to use dry erase markers on. It's crazy that that's not in like the description. It just talks about the actual standees. But that is, I was expecting it just to be like a flat map like in the box set. But yeah, you can see that gloss on her there. So that is really, really cool. So let's see what else we've got here. So it looks like we've got a few other minis here. Looks like some cultists. And I'm not going to go through and name every single one here. That's a will-o-wisp, though. I do like their interpretation of the will-o-wisp as like the lantern, sort of like luring you to what you think is safety, but it's definitely not. We got a mummy. We got some. Oh wow! Okay, we got our mallard. We got our mallard thief there from the cover art. So it looks like we might have a couple of player character options in here. Like, that is awesome. Okay. Even if that's the only like non-thing from the Bestiary, I am totally down with that because that is just a really cool standee. But we do have some other characters here as well. Right, so we got some player characters thrown in there as well. We got some giants. We have a rock. So a horsey there. So this is their basilisk, which it's a cockatrice, right? In other role-playing games, but they actually use for their basilisk. It's just the cockatrice style there, but I love that. Looks like we got some ooze there. A Medusa. A Hydra. Looks really cool. A giant octopus. You gotta have a giant octopus. You got a griffin, a rock, a warg. And we got some more devils. I think did we have some frog people? Did I miss the frog people? I feel like I must have missed some frog people somewhere there, because I know there's some included. Well, maybe there aren't any frog people in this one. Yeah, centaur. Oh no, yeah, we got a frog person. There we go. Okay. I like the frog people. So yeah, again, really, really cool stuff here. We got our giants and some looks like a young dragon there. This is actually the young dragon. And I guess that's like our adult dragon. So one of the things that they tried to make sure is that they didn't overlap with the ones that were in the box set. So if you want like the complete set of these standees, then you're going to need to get the box set as well. So these are just separated from that. But again, we got looks like an ogre there. We got our tree folk. Looks like an elemental, and again that is the young dragon, and that is an older dragon. I don't think that's the adult dragon. The adult dragon I think was in the box set, but I think this is like the elder dragon. Those again really, really cool artwork here, and yeah, you got a bunch of standees. So. And again, I really like the standees as a concept. I liked the pawn sets from like the Pathfinder role-playing game. Some like modern stuff has like the acrylic, like clear acrylic standees. But these are just a really cheap, affordable way to get a whole bunch of stuff. Like again, they say there's like 64 total standees in this set. To try to get that much in terms of like actual like minis, even like the plastic minis, which are supposedly cheaper than what the metal minis were back in the day, you're still going to be spending a heck of a lot more than 64 or than the $20 that I spent on this set to get these 64 standees. And again, you got everything that you could want. Now with Dragonbane, you usually don't fight large numbers of things like dragons, obviously, or some of the monsters. You tend to just fight them more like a group against a single monster enemy. You got again, the Hydra there, the giant octopus, just some really cool stuff. But yeah, just a really cool set of standees for your Dragonbane game. And again, you got a glossy map, double-sided map for the grid size there, that you can use dry erase markers on, which wasn't mentioned at all in like the product description. I don't even think it mentioned the map. It showed that they were on a map, but it didn't actually mention the map. So I was kind of curious if you actually got the map with it, or if that was just the map from the starter set to show what they would look like on a grid. But yeah, a really great product, a decent price as well. Like I said, I think this was 22 or something like that Canadian that I paid for it from 401 Games in Toronto, a store that I'll be visiting in person when I go to Toronto in the summer as well. But yeah, really awesome stuff. This is a cool set to have, and again, not a lot of videos out there raising awareness that this exists. But if you're into the Dragonbane role-playing game, if you have the Bestiary and you want to run games using that, this is again just a really great set to have. And hopefully this should all fit in the starter set box. If not, I'll find some way to have this on my shelf. But yeah, a really solid product from Free League. And again, like even the quality of the cardstock feels really nice. It's got a bit of a mild gloss finish to it. It just feels like a really good quality. So I would definitely recommend this if you're into the Dragonbane game. And even though I've got a ton of minis lying around, I'll probably use these standees for the most part when I'm running my Dragonbane game. So awesome stuff. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've been playing the Dragonbane game. Does your game master use the standees, or are you using minis? Or are you going Theater of the Mind? How are you playing the Dragonbane game when it comes to combat and representation? Let me know that in the comments below. But yeah, an awesome product from Free League. Again, a really solid price for what, for a collection of minis to use in your game. Nothing wrong with the cardboard standees. I love them. I've been a huge fan of the pawns from other games for years now. So this is just another great thing to add to that collection. So thank you once again for watching. I really appreciate it. I need to get something to eat here. I'm starving. But I will see you next time. Until then, take care.